Welcome to this presentation of NetApp Backup and Recovery Manager for ShareFile. In this presentation, we'll show you the strategy to backup and recover your environment. So let's get started with the restoration strategy. By default, you only have 7 days of data, and you want to use your snapshot to extend this period. The NetApp Recovery Manager tool is here to help you automate this process. It sits on the storage center. As you can see in the architecture, it can communicate with the primary and secondary storage for NetApp. In terms of process flow, the first part is initiated by ShareFile. The administrator needs to specify which file he wants to recover, and then the process is automated by NetApp. So in this demo, we want to show you how to upload basically a file, capture the backup, and simulate the recovery. So the first step is to select the file that you want to upload. And this is typically done via the ShareFile GUI. What we want to check is that the file is really copied locally on NetApp storage, and that's what we are looking at right now. The different UUID, different files that have been uploaded. The most recent one corresponds to our file. Let's open it. So as you can see, this doc file is editable. What we are going to do now is take a snapshot, so make sure that we have a backup of this specific file. Naturally, in production environment, you'll be able to schedule your backup, and you don't have to force it at a specific point of time. So in this demo, the snapshot that contains this file is named with my initials, CED. Let's look at the snapshot repository to make sure that the file has been copied there. And this is the case. So what we're going to do next is completely flush out the file and delete it permanently from the metadata and the storage repository. So now that it's done, we can tell, as an administrator, tell the system to restore this file. And for that, we have to go under storage zone and specify the file we want to restore. So I found my text file and just ask for a restore. The next step is to specify which folder we want to restore the file into. So let's select the same folder that where we had the file before and click restore. As you can see, there's a wheel running. That means the file is in process of being restored. If we look at the system in the queue of the ShareFile system, a new request for file has been placed. And the NetApp Recovery Manager is in charge of finding that and recovering the file. So because it sits on the storage center, it's able to identify this queue and trigger the search for file on the snapshot. As soon as the file is found, you see that the queue is flushed. And if I refresh my interface, I can see that my file is now accessible. The file is restored. If you want to see more information, please look at the documentation for this new tool from NetApp. Thank you for listening.